Hi, I'm Matt Seabrook and I'm the owner of Drescher Physical Therapy. And today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the use of foam rollers. These have gotten very popular both in our clinic for use, but also for home use. And they're very cheap and they're relatively easy to get online. A couple of ways we can use foam rollers that I'll show you today what's called myofascial release, which is rolling out some of the kinks in your body. There are also other ways that we can use the foam rollers. We can use them for posture release and stretching. And then we can also use them for core strengthening. But today, again, we'll concentrate on the myofascial release. Let's show you a couple of the different rollers that exist out there on the market. You can see just by the ones we have here, there are different heights. There's a shorter one here. They come in different densities and they come in different textures. The one that's the most popular in our clinic, honestly, is this pink roller. The color is unimportant, but while the color is unimportant, the density is. So the white foam rollers tend to be very hard, which some people like. This one has sort of a soft outer covering, so it's a little bit more comfortable for most people. There also are rollers on the market which have different textures. Quite frankly, I think that's a little bit more of a marketing gimmick, but each person to their own. Okay? So a couple of important notes about foam rollers. They're not for everybody. It requires a little bit of balance, a little bit of strength. Certainly when you're doing myofascial release, which I'll show you in a little bit, there will be some discomfort. That's okay, but afterwards you should feel better. So there will be discomfort. It should not worsen your condition or make you feel significant pain. If it does, I would stop immediately, okay? In a second, I'll be doing a demonstration. What you'll notice is that my demonstrations might only be 15 to 30 seconds. At home, of course, I would do 2 or 3 minutes of each exercise. Certainly look for the positions that I'm in, and you'll notice that you can do these both dynamically, rolling movements, or statically, which is a little more of a longer held stretch. Both are appropriate, and you'll be able to use both in any given exercise. Also be creative. I'm going to show you a few ways to do things. That's not the only way to do things. And keep in mind, again, do keep your pain tolerance in mind. Everybody's different that way, and you need to respect your own body. If you have any question about whether your particular diagnosis or condition is appropriate for use of a foam roller, don't hesitate, call or email us, okay? That said, why don't we stop here, and then I'll actually demonstrate some of the exercises for you at home. Here you'll notice I'm doing myofascial release on my upper back. And you'll notice I'm going to roll back and forth very, very slowly, controlled movements, don't cause significant pain. And I would be cautious as you roll to your lower back, which is allowable, that you don't cause too much pressure on your kidneys. Continue this for 2 to 3 minutes at the most. In this exercise, you'll see me using the foam roller to iron out my latissimus dorsi, which is a large muscle running from my hip and lumbar spine all the way up to my shoulder. You'll notice me doing both dynamic rolling back and forth in this area, and you'll also notice me doing prolonged static stretching where I reach up overhead to get a better release of this tissue. Here you'll see me using the foam roller to iron out some of my gluteal muscles. These muscles carry an enormous burden as they do all the walking and stair climbing and bending and lifting for us. Spend some time rolling back and forth on your gluteal muscles. You could do both at the same time, or you could lean to the side slightly to get more the right side or the left side. This is better done dynamically than statically. Here you see me using the foam roller to iron out my hamstrings. Hamstrings are a really important muscle group, and we find that they're very tight in many of us, and can lead to things as simple as back pain, as well as bursitis of the knee and the hip. Important note here is that the hamstrings also can be done one leg at a time or both legs at the same time. Lastly, I'll show you how we do myofascial release with a foam roller on the iliotibial band, aka the IT band. This is an important structure which connects our knee to our hip, and we see many folks in our clinic with this problem. This is best done one leg at a time, and it can be extremely tender. Go slowly, go cautiously, and you'll find this can make a big difference in how you're feeling. Those are just a few of the exercises that you can do with a foam roller for myofascial release. Good luck with your foam roller. If you have any questions or concerns, give us a call or email us here at Drescher Physical Therapy. Look for our upcoming video on the use of the foam rolls for posture release and stretching techniques. Thanks for listening.